is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Finding room at the 30. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. play fake here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Fields. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it. Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground with ETN. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. They'll run with ETN. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a give to Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Devontae Smith
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Eluding the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Fields on third down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's ETN. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right back to Pitts again.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Robinson's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face a third down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And that one going nowhere from the start, as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, they'll throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Etienne once more. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now Fields.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamin Davis, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Pull after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. They'll try and throw for it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at about the 1. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was